Hello, hi guys, how are you? Okay, so I had issues with my recording. I did this video in a part one, part two because it's a long video and I kept cutting off like after an hour of recording. So this is the final part. This is part two of my video, okay? So the title of my video is, okay, what would your life be like with your soulmate, your twin flame, or your karmic, okay? Now, this does not have to resonate with all of you. This is an example of a situation. It may resonate for some of you, okay? Okay, so next, I'd like to point out that I'm a new channel and I'm trying to grow my channel. So I need you to please hit the subscribe button because I'm doing a lot of work to build my channel. And I want to hit 100 followers, maybe not on this channel, on my newer channel, but on my older channel, I want to hit at least 100 subscribers, and then I'll start doing daily readings, daily tarot card readings like I was doing before, and or like the monthly romantic readings per sign. Okay, so now that we cleared that out, also if you want a personal reading, you can just look down in the description box. The lowest price is like $2, I think, under the PayPal listing. So it might be like $2, $4. I'm not sure if $10 is one too, okay? And there's another choice also for a personal reading. So this is a general reading and it may or may not resonate for you, okay? Okay, so now I'm ready to get started. So, okay, this is the first deck of cards, okay? And it had a malachite stone on it, okay? I already did that reading on my part one. And there are a lot of cards, so I'm not going to do it again. Okay. So, I'm practically dropping my stone. Okay, so this is my this is my second stone. This is carnelian. I'm not sure if I told you the first stone. The first stone, hold on. Okay, the first stone was malachite, okay? So, those two decks, I read those cards already in the part one, okay? Okay, so the last deck, this was the third set of cards here. And this is rose quartz, okay? So I'm going to take out the cards and do your reading, okay? All right. So the first card I have for you is wedding. So this is either a proposal for a marriage or actual wedding. Okay, so this card is a sincere friend, okay? But this card is reversed. So this is a card explaining that there's a marriage going on in between two people and one of them is not a sincere friend, okay? That means it's either a stranger or a person that is possibly an enemy or has hidden agendas, okay? So the next card is some money, and this card is in the reverse. So I don't know if someone is losing money instead of like gaining some money, you're losing some money maybe. So I don't know which party is losing some money. It could be to maybe pay for the wedding if that was just a wedding proposal initially, but I don't know. I do possibly think it was, I don't know, somebody paid someone to get married to someone. Okay, someone was paid off to get married. And it's not a sincere, it's not a real person. It's not a real love, okay? It's not about love. It's about someone wanted to do this for money or they had a hidden agenda, okay? Okay, so the next card is important revelation. So the party who is being deceived is starting to pick up on the vibe that something is wrong. Okay, so the next card is a trip to the country. My deck, okay, my tablecloth, I had to fold it because it's long. I put it vertically and it's long, so it's a little bit not flat right here, okay? So the cards might slip a little bit. So then we took a trip to the country and the next card is enemy, okay? So either when we were out in the country, we realized that we have an enemy, or the person that we're married to is our enemy, okay? If this is resonating for you, okay? If you chose the rose quartz stone. Okay. So the next card is a dark-haired man, but it's in the reverse, okay? So this is about a man who has hair that's not dark. It's possible some of it is dark, but it's mostly not dark. You know, like how sometimes people have highlights or something. So some of the hair might be dark, but it's not all dark, okay? It could be highlighted, it could be gray, it could be something else, but it's not going to be a whole head of dark hair, okay? It's not going to be all brunette or all black, and maybe not all redhead because that's kind of dark too. So let's see. So the next card is country house, okay? It's in the reverse. So instead of a country house, it's a city house. So this guy who does not have dark hair, he is going to a city house, okay? There was a trip to the country. It didn't say who took the trip to the country. I don't know. So because there was a trip to the country, it could actually still be a country house, but I'm not really sure, okay? So we're gonna have to see. I'm not sure how much it matters, but we'll see. Okay, constancy. So, and by the way, I did this reading. This is like my third time doing this reading. There's something in this deck that I couldn't say. I had to take out cards because it kept shutting off. My video kept shutting off when I got to a certain part of the reading, and I'll tell you when I get there, okay? So anyway, so I realized this, my angel's telling me that I have to take it out because that's not supposed to happen, okay? So anyway, we're at constancy, okay? So we're at either a country house or a city house, okay? I think it's a city house, although there was a trip to the country. Make that fit in your story however it does, okay? And like some readers will tell you, if it doesn't fit, if it doesn't resonate, don't worry about it, okay? If you're feeling that this is your story, maybe you can learn something from it. And if it's not your story, then you don't have to worry about it, okay? Because tarot is just for you to learn and be aware of the energies going on around you. It's not really to influence your decision. You have to use your own wisdom to make decisions. So we have constancy at a city or country house. Then we have a merchant. So someone is going to buy something. Oh yeah, the constancy at the city or country house could be food. It could be love. It could be servitude. It could, you know, I don't know what's constant at the house, okay? Okay, so the next card is surprise. Okay, so there was a merchant. Someone bought something from the merchant. Give me 1 second. I feel like I had to sneeze or something. And my throat's kind of being a little bit funny, sorry. Okay, so we have surprise. And so the merchant sold us something. And then there's a surprise. The surprise could be that the something that was sold needs repair. It needs to be returned. Or it could just be a surprise present. Okay, so the next card is joyfulness. So someone is joyful. Maybe a group of people are joyful because of the surprise present. Okay. It is Christmas time, so I don't know if it's a Christmas present or not. But the next card is house. Okay. So there was already a city house or a country house that was relevant, but then there's a purchase. Okay, trip to the country, so we went to look at a house. There's something constant about the house, so this could be the same house. Trip to the country. It could be a city house or a country house, I don't know. So maybe they went to the country to look for a house, okay? So anyway, the purchase was probably of a house, okay? So there's a group of people, probably a family, and they're happy for this house, okay? So I'm not sure if this was a marriage initially that started off the reading, okay? There could have been a marriage, or maybe that was a proposal for marriage. I don't know, but this is a marriage here, and I'm not sure if it's the same initial marriage or not. Because it's two different decks of cards, like I'm using multiple decks of cards. So it could just be confirming that marriage is relevant to this reading, to this type of partnership. Okay, but then what is a little bit interesting is the Lovers card comes up next. So I don't really think it's the same relationship. I think that this is a different relationship because we have the Lovers. So it's like this person has two lives. I don't know if they have two houses, but they may have two marriages going on. Maybe one is legal, maybe one is not legal. Okay. So the Spider. So this card means be meticulous and patient. So that just means whatever it says. And I don't know what we're being meticulous and patient about. So the next card, I've done this reading 4 times. So I think this card is applying to the feminine energy. Because I think that the masculine energy is the one that's cheating. And it's because it's a dark-haired man and he went to the country. And maybe he bought a house when he was in the country. I'm not sure. And like I said, I'm not sure if there was already a house that the married couple initially were in. I don't know. I might have to go back a couple cards and look. You guys can go back on the video and look, okay? But the black cat here, your look will soon change. And I think this is in reference to the feminine energy because I think the masculine is the one that's cheating. And maybe just to check, just to be sure, I'm going to go back through these cards really quickly. Let me see. So let's see. Spider, the lovers, the marriage, the house, joyfulness, surprise, merchant, constancy. Okay. We have the house here. We have the dark-haired man. All I know is that the dark-haired man was the one pointed out. Let's go back a little bit more. Enemy, the dark-haired man is the enemy. Okay, trip to the country. He went to the country maybe by himself. Let's see. Some money for the marriage. A sincere friend. Okay. Yeah, I can only say he's definitely cheating. And let's see. So he's the one maybe who bought the house. So surprise present. Okay. Let's see. So the luck of the feminine energy, the person who's not cheating, is the one who's gonna have a change of luck. Okay. So earth sign energy is relevant. So that is Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo in energy. And so it says utilize logic, reason, and common sense. So I don't know how this applies, but I think it's probably saying don't lose your temper, be meticulous, be patient, and your luck is gonna. So whatever's going on that's wrong, don't worry about it now because I think something's going to resolve itself, or just don't worry about it. Just calm down. Okay. Okay. So, and when I say calm down, you can pray about it. You can ask your friends about it, whatever the case may be, but maybe don't respond to the person about it, maybe. And like I said, the cards can't tell you what to do. You use your own discretion. Okay. So the next card, and this might just confirm what I just said, let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. Okay, so you see the masculine is far away from the feminine and the child, okay? Because he's living a double life, and the angels are looking down at the man. Maybe they're judging him to see what is he going to do. And let's see. So let go of control issues. I'm not sure who has the control issues. It could be the masculine, like he wants someone to control, and if one person's not available to control, he wants to control someone else. It could be the feminine also, but I don't know. I don't know enough about her in the spread to state. Okay. So now it says give your relationship a chance. So it says work on your partnership. And now these are angels almost setting an example and saying, okay, we told you to be meticulous and patient. Just hold on. And it says give your relationship a chance. Okay. So it's almost like this person is trying to let this resolve naturally at this moment by still putting in effort, even though it may not look like a good idea. Okay. So now we have healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So, and I think that this is about the masculine energy because he's sitting in the chair. And I'm not sure if this is his wife and child or if it's like 2 children. I can't really tell. But the angel is over the masculine's head. So it's possible that that's the one who has family issues. and he needs to forgive his parents. Okay, very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And so I think this is in regard to the feminine energy, but I'm not sure. It could be the masculine energy because what was the card before? Healing family issues. It could be either one, okay? But the reason why I think it's the feminine, we'll look at the next card. Okay. Did I read it out to you? Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now very soon. It could be either or. Okay, so now we have let your friends help you, and we have a feminine energy discussing this issue with her friends. And it says ask for and accept support from others. So she's trying to figure out whether or not she wants to, what she wants to do in the situation. Like I said, clearly decide what you want to do. So she's trying to figure that out. So the next card is engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. And so here I think that it's the masculine who is becoming more committed, and that could be, I'm not sure the reason why. Maybe there are angels intervening because we saw angels in the picture anyway. So maybe for some reason the masculine is, I don't know. Maybe he feels guilt and is trying to do the right thing. Okay, so express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So in this case, I think this is the masculine. So it's almost like the masculine was doing wrong. The feminine energy sees it, and we don't see how she reacts yet because I think she was told to be patient and wait. And so for the moment, the masculine seems like he may be participating in the relationship and showing affection maybe. But now look what happens. It says release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. And we have a feminine here, even though this is an angel. Okay, this is kind of funny because the angel wings are behind her. She's sitting in a chair. So she's sitting in a chair and it almost looks like she wrapped on fake angel wings. It's like it's a person, but she's acting like an angel. She's acting so gracious and loving and caring, but she's really not an angel. She's really a person. And it's saying, take off the baggage that's weighing you down. Release that issue that's not fair. Let it go. Okay. So, okay, I didn't get to the part now that's important. I'm going to keep going a couple more cards, okay? So the feminine releases the cheating spouse, okay? And that was probably the person who was the enemy all along and we didn't know it. Okay, so finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Okay, so the feminine is working on her finances. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you are guided to take. Okay? So now if we did release our ex, then we're working on our finances and we're making an effort. But now our love right now might be finances. It may not be a relationship for the moment. Okay. So I'm going to put down the other cards and I'm going to show you something, okay? So there's a deck of cards here. Well, it's not a whole deck. There's several cards here that I had to take out because when I did the reading with these cards, my video would cut out, okay? Okay, and I could tell you what they are. I'm not even going to show it. I don't want my video to cut out, okay? This whole deck of cards is about reconciliation, okay? And so we have passed the point in my understanding of what's going on. We kind of passed the point of karmic relationships. And I'm not sure if that's generally for everyone, because it's almost like we're in a process of purging out bad things. And so we had to go through this really, really hectic, crazy, what do you call it? Intertwining of confusion. And now we're like getting out of that now because all the secrets are being exposed. So now reconciliation with the karmic now, and I'm sorry I gave away this category. If you chose the rose quartz here, if you chose this, that was the stone for the karmic for this particular reading, okay? So I kind of gave that away by mistake. But anyway, so I'm not going to show you these cards because I don't want my video to stop working, okay? But there are 5 cards here that I am not going to show, okay? Because they're not relevant because we moved past that, okay? Okay. So now I'm going to finish the reading with a different type of cards. This is still in the stack of cards that I had. It's still in the stack, but I had to take out those cards related to reconciliation, okay? Okay, so now we're just continuing. So the last card that we had here is make the effort, and we're making an effort in finances because for now, without a man, since we released our ex, now the only man is probably not a man, it's just money, okay? We're working on finances. Okay, so now be willing to express love. When we express love, we begin to receive more love. So even if you're without a person, without a significant other, it doesn't mean you have to stop being loving, okay? You can still be your kind, loving, normal self, but you maybe just don't have a specific person. Right now, you're finding yourself financially, and maybe that's enough to keep you busy. So the next card is be authentic to who you are, okay? You are asked to be real and true pertaining to who you are and how you feel. Okay, and when I did this previously, I mentioned the fact that when we go through all of these entanglements that are very unhealthy for us, and there are a lot of third-party situations, when everything is exposed, it may leave you feeling kind of raw because it's almost like your personal business is out on the streets, and it may be embarrassing or whatever else, but this card is saying be authentic to who you are, okay? So if everybody knows your business and it's embarrassing, I guess you don't have to hide the fact that maybe it's painful, maybe it's unfortunate, but it's like you got to kind of shake it off, you know? It's like you know it's there, and you got to be able to hold your head up high and just keep walking, okay? So you're asked to be real and true pertaining to who you are and how you feel. So maybe if someone asks you, how do you feel? Are you okay? I guess you decide how much you want to tell them, okay? You can still keep your business to yourself as much as possible, or for you, if it feels better to talk about it, then I guess go ahead, because it seems like now in this modern time, it's hard to keep business private. So maybe just say what you have to say, you know? But I can't tell you what to do, of course. So if saying what you have to say is going to cause controversy, you make that decision, okay? Because you know who you're talking to and whether they're trustworthy or whether they're not. So love endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. Now, this card is almost contradictory. It's a different deck of cards, but it's kind of like, in this case, what love are they talking about? Because love doesn't have to be only romantically. Love can be the love you have for yourself. It can be the love that you have to pay your bills so you don't end up on the street. You know, whatever type of love, it could be the love you have for your children. I don't know, friends, family, whomever else, okay? So it's just basically say, now this could give hope to some people who would like a reconciliation, but some of these types of partnerships that we have in our life, they're not meant to last forever. And so you could still have love for the person that you were with, but that doesn't mean that it's healthy for you to be around them. And it may not mean that you're going to end up around them. Because like I said, like the cards were in the deck. When I shuffled the cards and I asked about energies in between certain people, you know, the cards came out as they came out. But it's like a higher force is saying, no, reconciliation is not okay. Now, it's your life and you make your own decisions. But I'm just saying, as a collective, we may have all kind of moved out of that energy, but you have to make the decisions in your own life, okay? But I guess it was important enough for my video to keep shutting down right as I hit reconciliation. My video was shut off and there was no trace of it. And it happened 2 times. So then I got the clue, like, take those cards out. Okay? So I don't know if that's a hint to you. Okay. So now the next card is do something for someone else. Give your attention to someone else. Okay? So while you are busy working on your finances, if you're a little bit alone, maybe perhaps there's something you can do for a family, a friend, people that you trust. I'm not telling you to go find someone to abuse you or hurt you, okay? Just there may be someone who's asking for your help. It could be your child, you know, it could be anyone, but it's maybe a way of you showing love to others so love can come back to you. Okay, so the next set of cards get a little bit more challenging because they don't have words on them, so I have to know what they mean. So let me check my cards. Okay. Okay, this one is beyond the mind, the heart beats. So this card means it's about trusting your intuition. Okay. Now it's actually interesting. Beyond the mind, so without your logic, your heart beats. Maybe for whoever I'm reading this for, maybe perhaps you're still into your person, but just because you're into that person doesn't mean that person will treat you right. Maybe they could and maybe they won't. I have no idea. Okay? Maybe those cards were out of the deck for my sake, you know, but I wasn't doing the reading for my sake. I'm doing the reading for you guys. So I don't know who needs to be aware that their karmic shouldn't be reconciliating with them, okay? I don't know if this goes for everybody. You're going to have to trust your intuition. I think that's what this card is about. Trust your intuition. If you don't know what you're supposed to do, maybe perhaps if you pray, it's a good idea to pray and get direction. And if you don't pray, maybe you're talking to a relative or someone you trust to give you good advice. So that's something you have to figure out. But also, if you do still have love for this person, but you know that they're not healthy for you to be around, like I said, when you're helping other people, if you have spare time and you help other people, it's like you're showing your love for someone else, and it's redirecting your energy to something more constructive. Okay? So the next card is release the dark wound, let love live. Okay? That card is about you not trying to be perfect, learning how to love and to be authentic. It's kind of like when everybody on social media or whatever else is in your business because they know what your person did to you. It's kind of like you're going to have to go through a process of not feeling so hurt by people being in your business. And, you know, it's like sometimes when we talk about these issues, we're releasing it. So if you can talk about it in a healthy way, without causing yourself drama, any more drama, you can do that. But basically what you're doing is healing. You're letting go of the past hurts and wounds so that you can move on. And you know what else? We kind of know if we keep talking about the same problem, like such and such did this to me 10 years ago, and 10 years from now you're still talking about it, you'll never grow and you'll never change. So you can't hold on to that. And even if you had feelings for the person, you know, I don't know what to say. Like I said, I can't tell you what to do. I'm just telling you what the cards are saying, okay? This could be the energy for many people. Could be the energy for a few people, okay? So if it does resonate for you, you can leave a comment if you would like, or just click like or subscribe if you would like to, okay? So the next card is receiving, because in order for you to receive love, you first have to let go of the pain and the troubles that you had previously, okay? So that's something that you need to do. Okay, so now it's time for good energy, okay? We let go of the past and the shame and all the things that we, like, why did I have to endure that, you know? We let go of that feeling and we're like, okay, I'm hyped now. I'm ready to live my life. I'm ready to go for a walk, for a jog, whatever it is. I'm ready to, you know, go talk to my friends again, go, you know, whatever it is you have to do. So the next card is spring equinox, rebirth. okay? It's like all of a sudden I'm a new person. I can explore my world. I don't have any chains binding me up. I'm free from whatever was past that was imprisoning me and I was lonely, or whatever the case may be for you, okay? Maybe you weren't lonely, maybe you're just lied to and you're free from it, okay? You get to rebuild yourself in the best way for you. By, like I said, letting go of the bad energy from the past. So the next card is Wind, and this is about activation. And what are we activating? We're activating, let's see. It's like you're enlightening your soul, your spirit with like music, art, things that really deeply intrigue you, okay? It could be that you enjoy painting, you enjoy, I already said music, dance, you want to go to the museum, you want to hug someone. I mean, I guess you have to have permission to hug someone, but you know, it's about livening up yourself, okay? Not being just stuck in the finances that you're trying to accrue, but it's just about living life, okay? Maybe it's about taking a drive down to the mall, walking around, looking at something beautiful, taking your mind off of drama, okay? Or for some people, it could be going to church. It could be socializing with people that you have common interest with. I have a big, hold on, I'm going to straighten my cards for a minute. Okay, I don't want to have to complain about it. Okay, I'm going to do something. I'm going to take out the small cards from under there and put them over here. That way they stay flat. Okay. So, the next card is Cave, okay? You know, this reading became really deeply spiritual, okay? Because we're healing ourselves, and in that process, we're connecting to our spirit. So the Cave card is about your sanctuary. For many people, their sanctuary is their home, okay? Your sanctuary is a place where you, firstly, veg out. You let go of all the dramas and troubles from work or from school, okay? And then you like try to build yourself back up. So it's like, I let go of the trauma, the drama, you know? Maybe you sang whatever music that would soothe your soul and make you feel better, okay? And then in your sanctuary, this is your place. You know, the sanctuary card is in the reverse. The sanctuary is a place where you connect back to yourself in a spiritual way, okay? For some people, that might be prayer. For some people, that may be singing. For some people, that may be dance. It's the place where you are fully yourself and you're growing in the spirit. You're feeding your spirit, okay? So the next card is Desert, Vision Quest. And this card is also in the reverse. And so this card is about, like I stated earlier about your sanctuary. It's like your place of quiet time, your place of reflecting, okay? So your vision quest, are you lacking the solitude that you need to connect with your creator, okay? Now this deck of cards is called Earth Magic, and it's kind of about like natural living and just being one with creation, okay? So let's see, right, so you're connecting with your creator, okay? And so I'm not trying to offend anyone. I'm a past, I don't know if I'm a past Christian, current Christian, I don't know. It's not about religion, but I'm just saying that this card is about you finding what you want, okay? What are you going to build with your life? What are you going to do with yourself, okay? Which way do you want to go, okay? So some people do that in different ways, but you're figuring out, where do you want to go? Okay, so we're even delving more deeply into our spirit. We're looking at ourself. This card is about self-reflection, okay? And so with that, we're asking, who are you? What do you want to be? What do you need to do to become who you want to be, okay? So you're saying, where do I want to go from here? I'm working on my career, my finances. What do I want to do to get to where I want to be in the future. So the next card is resistance, okay? So this resistance can be you are resisting becoming the person that you're supposed to be. This resistance could be you not wanting to let go of the past and the routines that you had in the past, or the person that you had in the past. And so maybe perhaps you shouldn't try to hold on to the past. And like I said, try to figure out who you need to be. Where do you want to go? And then working on getting there. Okay. But then we have the card of fear. And fear means that we need to get the courage to focus on our goals and try to achieve them, okay? Despite bullying, jealousy, envy, people pleasing, or codependency. We want to move past those type of fearful situations or fear-provoking situations, and we want to get the courage to overcome them so that we can get to where we need to be. And I have a feeling if codependency was an issue, there might be a little bit of anger because it might be stressful trying to rebuild if you were stuck in a situation for an amount of time and there may be children involved, you know? So it's like you got to move past the fear and move past the anger and really, really like get focused and maybe get some type of support like friends or family that you trust to kind of help you get to where you need to be. Fear, it could be some people don't want to, because I'm not sure if we're still dealing with financial issues, so maybe having to deal with a resume, having to go out for interviews. I'm not sure what the issue of fear is about here, but let's go into the next card. So the next card is about extremes, and this is about how do you deal with crisis situations in your life. Do you get impulsive? Do you react? Okay, so being reactive. Okay, in a crisis, can you stay calm and can you think clearly to figure out what is your next move? Okay, so let me see. So, right, so this extremes card, I'm sorry I'm shaking the card. This extremes card is about being calm in times of stress. Okay. Okay. So now we're kind of shifting gears a little bit. So that was the feminine energy of overcoming the betrayal. Okay. So the next card is the masculine. Okay. Now we're going to figure out what is the masculine doing in his energy. I'm not sure how the feminine energy overcame the situation. But anyway, okay, so now we're dealing with the masculine energy. So this is interesting. What does this say about the masculine energy? It says, be a leader and show the way and protect the weak, okay? So let's see what the masculine does. So we have assessing. Assessing, it means be honest, figure out what you want. Okay, the next card is blossoming. It means that this is a harvest of the seeds you have planted, or at least the beginning of it. So, you know, like when you plant seeds and then you harvest and you get a flower and the flowers get pollinated and maybe you get a fruit or something. These may not be fruit trees. These may just be flowers. Okay, so the blossoming is clearing out. Well, nah, that's not it yet. Let me show you the next card. I'm gonna put this card down here. The next card was beauty. The beauty card was about cleaning up and balancing yourself. So you're cleaning out, for the masculine, cleaning out the bad habits of cheating, lying, and whatever else that is going on behind closed doors that other people can't see. And then you're balancing yourself after you clean out the bad habits and the bad ways. And so then you're letting your goodness shine through. okay? But like I said, the blossoming card is about, I guess, right, it's kind of about showing the beauty. They kind of go hand in hand. And I don't actually remember why I kept this card out. I don't really remember. But let me see. I'm going to put it down. I'm just going to go to the next card. I kept out the blossoming card for some reason. But anyway, the next card is protection, okay? So the funniest thing is when I had the masculine card, it meant be a leader and show the way, protect the weak, okay? In this card, this is the masculine energy here. He is trying to protect this feminine. So I don't know if the masculine is supposed to be a bird. And you see the feminine in a nest practically. And then the masculine is carrying her. And I don't know what this means. You're going to have to take this as you see it to be, because it could mean that these two are still working together in some way and the masculine is protecting the feminine. Or, I don't know, maybe he is learning a different way of being instead of taking advantage of people, to actually learn how to protect them, okay? And to actually be a leader. Okay, so that's the last card for this third set of readings here. Okay, so I'm going to flip the top card over. So this was the rose quartz deck, okay? So I'm going to put this down here. This was the last deck. Here we go, the carnelian deck here. It's not going to look very neat because they're all different types of cards under their different sizes. And then I'm going to put this malachite deck here. Okay, now for each of you guys, your reading could have been a different person's energy. Okay, what I'm going to guess, because I'm not quite sure, okay, because this can be tricky, okay? If you chose the malachite deck, you could have been working with a soulmate, okay? And I'm not sure, you guys, this could be different for different people, okay? If you did choose the carnelian deck, that could have been your twin flames energy. And then if you chose the rose quartz, that could have been your karmic's energy, okay? Now, it doesn't have to be in that order, but I don't know if that'll help you in any way. If you're praying and asking for a soulmate or a twin flame or a karmic, I don't know. I think the time for karmics here, we might be done with that. And it kind of depends, because some people, they're married and they believe, okay, I'm married, I'm going to stay married, I'm done, and that's it. And so no matter what type of partner it is, they're going to stay in it. And hopefully for those people, that partner is respectful enough to be faithful and honest and to not bring, death into the relationship by doing inappropriate things, okay? So, I don't have any end lessons to tell you about any of these relationships, because all relationships can be complicated, okay? So, I hope that something I said, and please listen to part 1 if you missed the malachite and the carnelian readings, okay? So you're supposed to have picked a stone, and then I would have told you what the reading was about, but maybe now I just gave you a clue, But anyway, you'd have to pick your stone and see what the reading was about, okay? I hope you learned something. I hope it was helpful, okay? You guys have to make your own decisions. If you need a personal reading, look down in the description box, okay? There are 2 choices. The PayPal choices are least expensive, so the lowest price I think is $2, okay? What I do need you to do is please click the subscribe button so you can support my channel, okay? Because I'm growing, I'm putting in a lot of time, effort, and energy to help you to be aware of what's going on around you, okay? But sometimes we're learning lessons by just observing, by listening, and it just kind of makes us wiser to kind of understand how people think, okay? So anyway, I hope you learned something. Take care of yourself, okay? All right, bye.